made it be my way.
Third of season 2.
Okay, yeah.
Episode 13. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What is going on, y'all? We are here with another episode of Blerd Buster, and tonight we're going to be talking about Hogwarts Legacy. If you haven't played the game, definitely check it out. But as always, I'm your host, K1, and this is your co-host,
Delon. What's up, Blerdsters?
Right. We back in the building, man. And I sent out something, man. Y'all let us know what y'all house is. I'm repping my house tonight, so make sure y'all let us know what y'all house is as well, and we're gonna jump into it.
Right. All my Gryffindor people out here, stand up. Stand up.
Right, we're clowning all day over here, man. But
go ahead.
No, I was saying funny thing about that game though, like when I did the on game quiz, it put me down as Gryffindor, and I was like, nah. But you know, I took the Harry Potter test like 10 years ago, so I've been knowing my house for a minute. So I was like, nah, I ain't roll with that.
Right. But in the game, they do let you like change it to like what you want. Yeah.
So I felt like a real Harry Potter because it was like, hey, this is the house that say you're supposed to be in, but you want to be in this house. I'm like, yeah, nah, I ain't going for that.
Let me change that up real quick. But
Sure.
how are you enjoying the game? Like,
I'm loving it. Like I feel like a student. Like I legit love it or whatever. Like I'm going through the hallways, getting to class, meeting folks and all this stuff, whatever. I'm like, damn, I really feel like I'm in Hogwarts.
Yeah. See, I haven't played it yet. I'm thinking about getting the game in the next 2 weeks because I really want it. But I watched a lot of the gameplay and I was like, yo, this just seems like a real like chill, vibey game to just relax and just explore. Like you legit just being a student in Hogwarts. And I feel like it all speaks to like the inner child of us growing up with these movies and stuff. So I'm excited.
For sure. Yeah. Sure. And you know, as far as like setting up your character or whatever, I think, you know, as far as Black folks, they really stood up like for us and like how the character build is, hairstyles, face, everything, all that. So, you know, I built my character and I think it looked like me. Like even my wife was, she like, you really did? It looked like you. I was like, yeah, I tried to make it look so much like me. It's like, good. You know, I ain't want to fake the funk and put on a bunch of hair when I know I ain't got it. You know?
Right. Yeah, and I think that's dope. I think another important thing that I noticed is the attention to Black characters that I love that they did, like the hair, because normally they be doing us wrong in these video games when it comes to customization of Black characters and stuff. Like you may have like the one cornrow option and the cornrows look a little janky, or like, you know, it's just very like you tell they didn't really take time to like really care about us. So the fact that you got all these different hairstyles and I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, and it's funny because like when I was coming up or whatever, like my parents didn't really want me reading books or anything like that or whatever. I was like, damn, man, like, you know, I'm like, it looked like it's a good read because like back in the day, I used to read like, you know, nobody's business, you know, out here trying to hustle for them AR reading points. So, you know, when I seen a big book like Harry Potter, I'm like, yo, that can go. That's gonna give me some points right there.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say with your point with the books, I never read the books fully. I've always been more of like the watching the movies and getting into the lore and all of that.
Yeah, no, same here. As soon as the movies came out, I went running. I was like, hey, am I gonna see them now?
Right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what do you feel like growing up and like seeing the first one, Sorcerer's Stone, like what really stood out to you to make you be like, you know what, I'm a fan?
I mean, I think it was for me. It was more of like a revenge thing. Like finally, I get to do it, and then I
Yeah.
did it. But then I was like, oh, this is actually dope. Like I'm actually rocking with this. Like it started off as defiance, but then it ended up like, no, I really fuck with this. you
Right.
know, yeah. So like you said, same. I looked at the movies, got into the lore or whatever, and like down the line, I had met somebody that liked Harry Potter just like I did. And she's like, oh, you need to get into this, get into that. Hey, take this quiz, figure out what your house is. I'm like, oh shit. Like I was just absorbing everything.
Right? Yeah. I think for me, it was like, one thing that I would always like sit with me is like when they're in the boats and they're going to Hogwarts for the first time, like the music and shit is like playing. That always to me was like, oh my God, like I would love to, like, if this was real, like I would love to go to the school and get a letter and be like, hey, you're a witch or whatever. So yeah, that was one of my favorite moments. And just growing up and seeing how like the movies went from lighthearted to like dark, and yeah, is I've been a fan from day one watching the movies. And then of course with the spinoffs, I don't know if you I'm sure you watched the Fantastic Beasts movies and stuff. Those are pretty dope.
Yeah. Because like I seen the first Fantastic Beasts and the second one was kind of hard to get through. I don't know why it was.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. The first one was cool, but that second one, I was like, damn, y'all started out so good, and then the second one was just like, but I will say this, I watched the third one and HBO Max is the GOAT because I watched that shit on HBO Max, but I feel like a lot of the issues that we as fans may have had with just the direction of the series was going, I feel like they fixed it. Like, and so I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
I might have checked that one out there. I don't think I checked out the third one. Because wait, is the third one Dumbledore or is that second one?
Well, they introduced Dumbledore in the second one, and then this one is centered more on Dumbledore and Grindelwald, going more into depth into their relationship and things of that nature. So yeah, and then this one also is, they switched the actors from Johnny Depp to I forgot his name. But yeah. So.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, so yeah, I just gotta go back and figure out where I missed something. But yeah, like when you got the OG, Harry Potter all the way up until Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2, it's a lot to come up from. Like you got to really follow through whatever's next up after that, because I'll never forget when Deathly Hallows dropped. I mean, that was like edge of your seat, like, whew, like we at the end, like
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, because you ain't know who was dying, and like just everybody was dying. Like, because if you're like me, I didn't read the books, so it's like I really went into it not knowing what to expect, and the fact that you got my nigga Snape dying, and then damn, the Weasley's twin brother died, and that was like a shocker to me seeing that for the first time. I was like, wow. And then not to mention like other people that they introduced kind of in the middle of the series, you didn't know like what the hell was going to happen. So yeah.
Right. Unless like you said, unless you read the books, that's the only way you would know. But outside of that, us going in, not knowing what's gonna happen, and then shit start popping off, you're like, hey, yo, like why is it dying?
Like what the hell?
Right. So yeah, it was a little tough to watch. I was like, all right. I mean, I'm in it now. Let's finish this off and figure out what's gonna happen next.
Right, yeah. But yeah, I would have to say though, I hope that with Fantastic Beasts, like I know they're trying to like spread this out for like at least two more. I know they wanted to do like a 5-movie series of the Fantastic Beasts. So I hope, it seems like they're turning it around for the fans' sakes. A lot of fans were pissed off at what they were like changing a lot of shit. So it was like now you go back and watch Harry Potter, you're like, okay, but in Fantastic Beasts, y'all changed it from this, and it's like not making sense. And so I feel like I hope for the last few that they take a page out of the Harry Potter series, because I mean, it was just really was done well. I mean, honestly, I can't say there is a bad movie in that series. There's some that I like more than others, but overall, that's how you do a damn series. And it was like, how I think 8 movies. Like, yeah, they
Yeah, I
did their thing.
mean, yeah, for sure. Because like you said, it wasn't necessarily a bad movie. You might, like you said, you might have your favorites or whatever, but it don't mean you can't watch the other ones. Like you just got your favorites. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like I think one of mine is Prisoner of Azkaban. That's one of my favorites there. There was a lot that went on in that one. But
Yeah.
like you said, like a lot, they don't really miss. It ain't like you walking out there disappointed or whatever. And I probably went to the movies to see. I probably seen down there every one of the movies, if not at home.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, either or, like, and in the game, they bring all that to the game or whatever. Now, granted, the game is set not, during the time Harry Potter went, like it's set before him.
Isn't it like the 40s or the 50s or something? I think I read.
I think it's lower than that. I gotta check back and see. I told myself to do that before we got into this. I want to say yeah, but it was definitely way before Harry Potter or whatever. I damn near want to say like late 1800s, but I could be wrong.
Because I was gonna say maybe the 20s, but I think it is probably. Damn, I have to fact check that. But don't hold us to this, you guys.
Yeah,
but
don't hold us to that, because I've seen a lot of black people in there. I'm like, yeah, they might not be that far back.
Right, exactly. What's your favorite thing about the game? As far as, because I know me, I'm a sucker for open world. That's why I'm like so excited to play. Just watching the gameplay, and then I love that there's story behind it. And that's another thing. If you don't forget, I guess my second question is, how do you have you started playing the story, and how do you like the story?
Oh yeah, I've definitely started playing the story, but I'm not as far as I want to be, but I have gotten pretty far or whatever. I got to where you get to the school and everything, you do the sorting hat ceremony. Now I've even got to the point where you get the sorting hat ceremony. It was kind of wild for me. Like I'm sitting there the whole time, they're like, all right, congrats. I'm like, oh shit.
Right, come on, let's
right. I would have loved to have done a VR during that scene, because I was like, oh shit, this is really happening or whatever. But I mean, it definitely progresses. Like even the first like scenes up into the actual, when you see the title, whatever, you got a lot of story before you even get to the title of the game. Yeah. And then at some point, you're actually going to Hogsmeade, you're getting your wand, you're getting your cloaks and all that. So, like, that was a trip as well, having your money together, go there and get your supplies. So, the next thing I wait on is the broom. I'm ready for the broom. But, getting your wand was pretty cool, though, too, because what you do is, you got to log into, you have to make an account before you play the game or whatever. Yeah, so you have to make an account or whatnot. You can do the sorting hat ceremony in the app. You can do whatever wand that you want. So everything that you do in that app translates over to the game. So the wand you wanted and all that stuff gets right to you.
Oh dang, that's cool. That's dope. I like how they implemented that. I just feel like overall the game is definitely for the fans for sure. And I was watching like a few YouTube videos of like the game designers, and you tell like they just had so much passion for the game. And I love that. I don't know if you got to the part, you say you haven't played much of the story, but I think it was actually when you go to get your wand, and I think you're escorted by an African girl.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought that was dope to kind of bring in, because I'm gonna be real, I didn't know there was like other, like I knew there was wizarding schools like all over the world, but I don't know why I didn't think of like one would be in Africa, which is dope as hell. And so I thought that was really cool to see. I was like, see, I wish growing up we would have been able to see that like in the movies and stuff, because me being a Black person, I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. I wonder how it would be to be a wizard and a witch in Africa and like going to school there and stuff. And how she described the school was like dope as hell.
Right. because she said it was bigger and everything. And I was like, I would like to see a story about this other school.
Right. Like, I would love to see. I wish they would do like some flashback or something to like give us a
Right.
glimpse, like this amazing school in Africa. That would have been so dope. But I love that they implemented that in the game for sure.
Right. I mean, then it helped. I'm myself a black character, so listening to this, I'm like, oh shit, all right, bet, or whatever. And then you even have like questionnaires, like actually talking to them or whatever. And, you know, most
Yeah.
time you just like, yeah, okay, good, let's move on to the next thing. But it's like, nah, how is it there? Is it bigger? Like I was asking questions. I'm like, I want to know.
Right. Yeah, I love that they let you. It's so interactive. Like you can just ask as many questions you want. You can choose not to ask questions. I like that your actions kind of affect how the rest of the gameplay goes. Another thing that I loved is seeing one of the teachers was a Weasley. I thought that was cool to see that because I was thinking that when they said Weasley, I'm like, okay, so we only know like the Weasley family, so of course she has to be a part of it. And I peeped out the red hair, so I thought that was cool to have that in there as well too.
Oh yeah, she played a big role. She the deputy headmistress. Like she's not the headmistress, but she right up under the headmistress. Not mistress,
Okay.
but yeah, she's a headmistress, and then you got a minister, you know, over the
Yeah.
school, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, no, she played a big role in it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they got a lot of little nuggets in there of the Weasley family. They even got an ode to Hagrid in there. They got like a gravestone to him somewhere in there.
Oh, I was like, my heartstrings. I love that. I thought that was beautiful to see. Yeah. But I think also with the damn, what was I gonna say? I'm going back to the open world because I'm like such a sucker for open world. But I wanted to ask you, before I forgot, have you explored anywhere else outside of the castle? Have you gone to like Hagrid's hut? Have you gone into the forest? Like,
I haven't made it to Hagrid's hut yet. I have been in the forest, and depending on what you're doing, like if you're in a mission at the time or whatever like that, like if you go off a certain path or whatever, like hey, you gotta get back to
go,
your
yeah,
story.
okay,
Yeah. But as
got
long as you're not in that story, you got free roam and whatnot. And I found some people like bullying a creature, and I came in, start shooting everybody up, and like yeah, so it's yeah, it's a
See that?
trip. And I like, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask you. So you found like a bully and a creature. Where do they give you options where you can help, or can you like aid in the bully and to be evil or something?
So it's like at first I didn't know what was going on. Like I didn't know if I was supposed to say the beast or what. So I came through. I'm thinking, oh no, you the op, but nah, they was the ops, and I was like, well, shit, everybody about to die. I said, everybody got to die. I said, this creature all the way fuck on over there, and I start fighting everybody else. But I mean, it's a trip because like any other game, you have hard, normal, easy, whatever. I put that bitch on hard. So I've been fighting.
Oh no, so you one of those gamers that want to like get a real challenge in the game.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't get to play open world enough often. Like I'm normally playing first person shooters or whatever. So I'm like, nah, let's go ahead and full send this. Cause I want to learn stuff. I want to make sure I'm pretty decent because my hope is they make it where it's cross platform, so you can get with people, duel, what you call it, play. Why am I losing this? All of a sudden, play Quidditch. Like I
Yeah.
would love that. Like, they make it like a Madden type thing, and you can play Quidditch against, other teams and stuff like that. So if they get to that point, I'm trying to train and get ready for that because I'm here for it.
Damn, and you do so they do have multiplayer in the game or they don't yet?
Not yet, not to my knowledge, not yet.
That's
Because I know some of my homies there on PlayStation, they was about to get it. They were like, yeah, man, we about to get it or whatever. We see if we can play online, but there's not an option for us to do like a cross-play online yet. So
I hope that they go ahead and do because I feel like that's such a missed opportunity. Like I would love to like get on there and like play with friends or meet like people and just like either fuck some shit up or like just, you know, like just play and have fun. So I hope that they go ahead and do that, because I feel like even with GTA, I got GTA, and I feel like it's fun to be like online and like sometimes, you know, you play the story, but then sometimes you want to get online and like fuck some shit up, fuck with
Right.
people or play with people or whatever. So I hope they do that.
Yeah, because I mean, I think it'll be a real big missed opportunity if they don't, whatever. Because I mean, a lot of people riding for it, and then you seeing these HBCU TikToks and all that. So, like, you know, as far as the Black community, we're all here for it. I know that for sure, or whatever. So it's
Right.
funny to see all the videos and stuff, and like it's getting deep.
I'm like, yo, we know how to like take something and just make that shit turn to gold. Like I love it. I love how like, because I know some people were like, and I don't know, it could be trolling. I feel like I hope that is. I'm not gonna put nothing past, but I saw a lot of well, not a lot of posts, but I saw one post saying like Black people are not even into Harry Potter. I'm like,
Man,
nah,
what?
definitely into that shit. Like,
I'll be talking shit. I'm like, that sound like some muggle shit right there. It
right?
sound like something the muggles say.
Blood, like,
Man. I know I said that to somebody, it was like, man, that sounds like an insult. I'm like, it don't sound like it is an insult. So
I'm
muggle
saying,
ass up out of here.
right. I'm like, we legit grew up on this shit for real. We may not have had the representation that we wanted, but shit, we definitely grew up on that Harry Potter shit
Right.
for sure. For
Right. Because I
sure.
mean, because like we said that before, when it comes to stuff like, you know, Harry Potter, Lords of the Rings, and things of that nature, whatever, we wasn't represented in those, whatever, but didn't mean we didn't like them. So we rolled for that shit. We identified with characters, whether or not they had our skin tone. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Yeah.
Because we legit had no choice, because like who else could we had that looked like us? We had to kind of just fuck with Legolas and
Right.
but Dan, what's Harry Potter's mentor? The one who Black, Sirius Black.
Yeah,
We
Sirius
had to,
Black.
yeah. So it's like, but hell no. Like I was like, you know, you tripping. I've definitely been Team House Gryffindor from
That's
the
what we
beginning.
had. Right, because that's
Right,
what we had.
right. But so have you tried to do like some evil shit on the side, or you've kind of just been staying the righteous path?
I don't think I've gotten enough like uh tricks and things like that to really do anything evil. Like literally all I got right now is like Levioso. I got the
Yeah.
one where you can you know, bring something back to you or whatever. I can make myself invisible, and like there's not a whole lot I have yet to really fuck with anybody. Like I'll make a cat go up in the air every once in a while just to see it, but it ain't nothing crazy yet. And then the
Right.
flames, I just got those, so I'm like, let me test that out on somebody, see what's happening.
Right.
Right.
I heard that the only way to get the killing curse was you have to do something. Like it's not as easy as you think it is to like have that type of spell or something, from what I saw. Like you have to do something. I'm like, damn, that sucks. I wish you could just, but I get it. I get it. I guess because like everyone, believe it or not, kind of I feel like is curious about that curse, especially when they were like putting it out there that you could choose to be on the evil path or you could be on the righteous path. And I was one of those people where I was like, listen, if I get the game, I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna be the good witch. Like I'm probably gonna be in here like you said, like the cat throwing it up in the air. It's
Yeah,
like
just test the shit out.
so see me, I would be like, well, I've done the cat, now I want to try a person now. I'm like,
Right, right. Cause
but yeah,
because I think one of the scenes where like the one you was talking about when I was with the girl from Africa or whatnot, we ended up going on the house meeting. We had to fight this troll off. So I'm like,
mhm.
bet I get to get some energy off on something or whatever. And then it had it where you could grab like a barrel or something like that, grab it, sling it. I'm like, man, I'm
Yeah,
about to bust your ass. Like I'm just bah, bah, bah.
right. See, that was dope, and I love how like, because I feel like it can be tricky to get those movements right without it coming off like weird or finicky because like legit you're like using the wand to do all these things. So I thought they did a really good job with like the character movements and like just the overall look of it. Like it just looks pretty solid to me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Cause
Yeah.
at the end of the day or whatever, you have this thing too, like I told you, like you're legit going to classes and learning things or whatever. So I think one of the very first classes you get into or whatever, you're in the dark arts class or whatnot. So you're training, you know, you're learning how to, you know, push people back and lift people up and things of that nature. And then at one when you get through with that match or whatever, someone introduces you to like dueling wands or whatever. And it's like a secret club. They have like, you know, deep down in the castle, whatever, where you get together with other witches and wizards and just, you know, see who's the best. You duking it out down there or whatever. So that way you can not also duke it out, but just kind of hone your skills or whatever have you. Because like one match, the first match I got into, it was 2-3. I was like, what's up with these odds? But you know, I got into it or whatever, and you know, like you just gotta be mindful of your surroundings, block when you need to block because you got that unfair advantage. Someone's gonna always try to come around and sneak you and hit you. You know, so that part of it's fun too.
Yeah, so I'm guessing the matches are pretty fun because that was another thing I meant to ask you about how the matches and do you have like all the spells at your disposal when you're in the match or like you still have to work towards getting those spells?
Still working toward getting them. I mean, you pretty much get what you came with, and like by the time you get to the championship, you got at least about 4 or 5 spells up under your belt or whatever. So let's just say, for instance, somebody has a shield around them and it's red. You know, okay, I need to use my flame to break their shield. Somebody has purple, bring them to you, break their shield. Levioso, same thing. So it's just about, you know, reading the room, making sure you hit the people what you hit them with, because how the targeting is set up or whatever, it's easy but not easy at the same time. Because sometimes you try to target someone else, but then you got someone else over here trying to hit you. So it's like, oh shit, you know, like you got to remain focused. Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Damn. And see, that's also like with the multiplayer thing and playing online, that would be dope to like play with other players, friends and stuff. So yeah, y'all get on that because I'm telling you that's missed opportunity. But I'm sure they'll probably go ahead and like do it anyway. But overall from what I've seen, like I said, I haven't played it yet, but I've seen enough gameplay. It looks pretty solid. I know some people were saying they didn't care for the graphics, like the graphics were a little dated, but I'm like, bruh, in an open world game like that, how massive it is, I mean, I feel like they've done a great job. And I feel like because a lot of people were also saying like when you have a game that massive, like you can't expect, because there's so much other shit going on that's running, and you can't expect for the graphics to be like A1. And I guess they were talking about like the character model wise. And I'm like, but the game itself, like the scenery looks amazing from what I saw. And like shit looks really good. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's definitely pretty good or whatever. And then think about it is at the beginning of the game, you had an option to choose like how do you want it? Do you want it to be like super clear, or do you want it to be like I think they call it like fidelity or something like that or whatever, where it's clear, but you know, it's like understand like you got a lot of world going on. So, you know, things might not be, you know, as clear as they should be. So you got options. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm like, y'all gotta remember this is a big ass open world game. So much shit going on. Like, I guess they were expecting like when you're like legit playing like a God of War, like a goddamn the newer Resident Evil games, like the quality as far as like the character models are gonna be like that. I'm like, nah. Overall though, I think the most important thing to me, honestly, is how the scenery looks, and it looks great. I feel like they nailed it, honestly.
Yeah. So like you said, you can't expect something that big to be super clear. And then it all depends on what you're playing on, because not only is on the new gen consoles, it's on the old gen as well. You know, so it just all depends on what system you playing on, you know, what type of screen you got it running on. It just all makes a difference.
True. I definitely agree for sure with that. I think if people are gonna find some way to like complain and just instead of just enjoying the game. But like I said, I think for open world Harry Potter game, for one, an open world Harry Potter game where is the like I said, I feel like the movements were on point, the spells. I mean, there's so much to do. You can legit go get a wand and pick up your broom and you're getting sorted into your house, and then you actually get to go inside the common rooms, and each one is like visually like decked out. Like I'm nerding out, but it's like it's dope.
Right. Because I know my common room, I mean, they had light flooding through there, and I was like, oh God. Like, I'm really in my house, man. Look at this.
Right. For sure. So yeah, I can't wait to play it. I'm like, even like I said, just watching the gameplay, I was like, yo, this looks so good. It's just one of those games that you just relax, have a snack, and you just play. Like it's just really like feel good, chill.
Right, because I mean it's immersive or whatever. It's something to enjoy, you know, and like there were times where hell, like some of those rounds, those dueling ones I was in, I got my ass beat like 200 times, but I kept going. Like I was like, shit, I gotta win.
Right.
And then like speaking on what you was talking about earlier, as far as like, you know, being able to get like unlock certain curses or whatever, you have to be at a certain level to get through certain doors. So that's also well. So as soon as you come in there, it's gonna be like level 1 lock, level 2 lock. You gotta be level 10 to unlock this one or whatever. So it's levels to, you know, how you can unlock stuff and what you see. Because I know somebody said something about how they saw a basilisk, and I've been trying to find that motherfucker ever since. I've been trying to find them.
I know. So there is a way to get to the Chamber of Secrets then.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Everything that you unlock, like it's gotta be.
Yeah, for someone to find it, like it has to be in there somewhere. That's dope. Well, damn. No, it wasn't in there. It was in somewhere. I'm trying to think back to the damn movie. Shit, there has to be a way. But that would be dope to like actually go in there and find it on some like I'm actually here discovering shit type thing. That's
I've
dope.
been hunting.
I've
been hunting because I done found like a little tunnel, and I found like a little boating dock that's all the way at the bottom or whatever. And it kind of freaked me out at first because, like I said, it's so big. The area is so big. So all I saw was like cave and water. I was like, I can't get on no boat. Oh, I can't go. I got to swim. I was like, fuck.
Oh, so you can swim?
Yeah, you can swim.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, I seen something out in the water, and I was on this big old rock. I was like, I bet they ain't gonna let me jump in this water. And I was like, fuck it. I was like, oh shit, I can swim, I can jump in the water. So yeah, you definitely can do that like that. Like I said, it's you even have I think you even have a level where you have to go out there in the water and you have to go, you know, search for some things to help somebody out or whatever. So yeah, you do almost anything.
Okay, that's dope because I've always been one of those gamers growing up where I always was like curious like if I could jump in the water and like so with the game I was like the person that I watched, I don't believe that he jumped in the water, but he kind of stayed inside the castle a lot the first episode I watched. So but that's cool that they let you jump in the water for sure. Because I feel like if they didn't, that would take away from the immersiveness for me. So I like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
you can go ahead because I don't want to get off of the topic if you're gonna stay on it because I was gonna ask you about classes and stuff.
Oh no, you good. Hold on for a second. Just saying something like it's trying to get me to upgrade. I don't know. So I guess we got like 4 minutes on this call. If I need to, I'll set up something somewhere else so we can finish it off. And I'll just spice it together. But shit. Oh, so like as you're in the school or whatever, you can do this thing. You can do Revelio. You can find like notes and things of that nature. So before I got into the actual water or whatnot, it was like, yeah, there's a big cephalopod that's out there in the water somewhere. I'm like, come on, bro. I was like, come on, don't tell me that. Like I was like, shh, all right.
Yeah.
But I wanna, I wanna go out there. I wanna search. I was scared as hell, but I'm like, nah, I want to figure out what's going on out there. But yeah, to your point, go
Yeah.
ahead to the classes.
Oh no, I was gonna ask you, how do you enjoy like any classes? Have you been to like potions class? Have you uh okay. So how is that? Like, do you feel like a real student, or like how do they do like the classes and stuff?
So since I've been playing the game, I've been to my herbology class. I've been to the potions class. The potion class is pretty dope. You make your own healing potion, and you make another potion as well. So it's like you literally putting the ingredients in there, you mixing in there, all that or whatever. And
Yeah.
as far as herbology, same thing. You gotta find certain seeds, you gotta plant them, and then you gotta get them time to grow. So like, say if you put anything in soil or whatever, it'll show you like, hey, you got 10 minutes until this is ready to go. So you can literally grow your own, ingredients and things for whatever you need them for. So it's like I said, you in class for real.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. So is it, I'm trying to think how I can word this. So how do they do it though? Is it more like a mission objective where they're like, hey, you got go to this class, and then like, are you following the storyline per se, or is it like a free roam type thing where you can just pop up at dark dark art class and then you can just go ahead and sit down? Like, how is, if I'm making sense, I don't know how to
No, I
explain
get
it.
what you're saying. I think it's kind of both. So like, for the classes, whatever, of course they're applicable to the story or whatever. But outside of that, you can actually grow things outside of the story or whatever for yourself
Okay.
and put in your inventory or whatever. The same with potions. Like if you got the ingredients needed, you can go and make that potion yourself and be done with it. So it's literally both. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And have you damn, I forgot one little tree things, and then you pull them up. It's in the
Yeah, that was
tip
the
of my
first
tongue.
thing.
Have you done?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
thing in herbology. So like you bring it out, it's screaming and all that. You're like, oh shit! And you got to put them
Yeah.
in the pot. Like, yeah,
See, that's
yeah,
exactly what I would do. I was like, let me find them little motherfuckers and try to see if I can like pull it out and have it scream and stuff. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, and there's another thing. So Quidditch. Can you actually play Quidditch in the game? Because I heard something about they don't have that option yet for you to
So
like.
I think sooner or later you'll be able to play it, but right now we can't play it. Like the headmaster shut it down for the semester. And
Mm,
it's real, like, it's just like playing GTA game. Like the days change depending on when and where you save stuff or whatever. So if you save here, you move on to this next day or whatever. And then,
yeah.
same thing, it's dark or it's light or it's rainy, like it's immersive.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And then like you can. Yeah, I think it would be a missed opportunity for them to not do the live multiplayer thing, especially with Quidditch. Man, I can see myself definitely playing against people, being competitive, all that. So they need to get on that for sure. For sure.
Yeah, because like I said, when you're not in the mission, it's almost nearly free range. And I had seen the stadium, the Quidditch stadium. I'm like, yeah, let me go on over there, see what's going on over here, see if I can find anything. You
Yeah.
know, I knew I probably wouldn't be getting in the match, but I could at least be on the field.
Yeah.
So when I got on the field, I was just like, yeah, this looks like it's Quidditch field to me. you know,
So you can actually go on the field?
yeah. I walked out there on the field.
Okay,
Yep, I
that's
walked out on the field. I seen people practicing and all that. I seen the little dips that go around the stadium that here was flying through. So yeah, no, I saw all that. Yep.
dang. That's dope.
hmm
Dang.
Yep.
I thought it was just like closed out completely.
You can get over there. Like I said, at first I thought it was closed. I was walking around. I seen this door shut, this door shut. I'm like, damn, might be closed down. I seen the one little open. I was like, oh shit. Went over there and I want to see what was going on. I'm like, oh, all right, then. It's the field. This is where it's gonna go down.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool. So have you seen any like magical creatures yet besides fighting the trolls, or like have you seen any unicorns or like anything?
Not yet. I don't think I've been deep in the forest enough. The only creature I did see is the one that the other wizards were picking on. Like I said, I ended up flinging his ass, so I
All right.
didn't really get a chance to introduce myself. But you know,
Right.
because I mean, they technically telling you to not go into the forbidden forest. Oh, you know what? I will say this. I have seen spiders. I have seen wolves going out into the woods, whatever. You gotta
Yeah.
fight them off. Like it ain't no petting them. So they come and they ready to fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, nah, I seen a couple of those. Yep. So yeah, nah, it's they out there, but like I said, it just takes a lot of walking around and searching around, just kind of being curious. That's all it takes.
It's just exploring and stuff and coming
Hmm.
across it. That's so cool. Um, Damn. So is there anything else like they haven't put out there that you discovered that maybe people don't know about the game, or like they've kind of told you everything that you need to know as far as like what you'll see, what you'll discover, things you can do?
I mean, like I said, I think I'm still in the beginning stages, but I know a lot of people been hitting the ground running, and like I can hit the ground running like I want to because first time I played it, I put at least like a decent 4 hour day in it, and I was like, all right, now I gotta go do grown
Yeah.
folks stuff or whatever. So yeah, like I'm really looking to explore more, just trying to find a time out to do so or whatever. But I know there's more world out there. I know there's probably some things that people haven't found yet. So I'm constantly looking. But like I said, I'm working to get this broom. I want this broom so I can stop walking around every goddamn way.
Right. So do you have to get like experience points for the broom, or like do you like I guess is there money in the game? Like what would you have to do to get the broom?
So it's locked out right now. Like a lot of the things, you got to be
Oh,
at a certain level. But I
love
think at some point, as you follow the story, I think at some point you'll have to get a broom because if you're going through classes and doing everything like you're supposed to, at some point you're gonna have to get a broom
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. Because even like in a start menu, like if you're not moving or whatever, the start menu, you'll see the little gold snitch, the golden snitch flying around. So that's just letting you know, like at some point you're
Okay.
gonna be having to try to catch that mug. But what you call it? This is what I was gonna say. But yeah, no, I definitely think there's steps, in order for you to finally get to the broom or whatever. Because think about the game or whatever. If you want to walk, you can walk, but you also got the option to fast travel. The only backlash on doing on the fast travel is if you do the fast travel, it's gonna cut into the time into the game. So let's say, for instance, if you had a mission, you had to be the professor's classroom or whatever. You don't spend time up. Now you gotta wait until time allots you to go there to the teacher. Yeah.
Damn, that's cool. That's so cool. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, this
Like
this
sometimes I'll be walking and I'm like, damn, I should go fast travel. But I'm like, nah, what the fuck up? What I gotta go on?
damn, this makes me so much more excited to play it. That's so dope. That's so dope. Um, is there any like because we have like the teacher or the you said she was the head mistress,
Yeah, like
Weasley?
the deputy mistress. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any other like known names in the game that you came across, or it's just been the Weasley, Professor Weasley?
Um, I mean the headmaster, his name is Black, so like last name is Black, so I'm assuming he's probably related to Sirius.
Yeah, the blacks. Yeah. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But outside of that, the only thing is I think I've met one of the head mistress's nephews. Outside of that, I haven't really met any known names yet.
Yeah, I remember watching that in the gameplay. He was like, "That's his aunt."
Hmm.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay. Because I was wondering, like, they're gonna put like another Dumbledore in there. Like, he's related to Albus or like whatever the case. So that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm definitely ready to see what else kind of surprise they have because like I'm definitely looking for Easter eggs, and then sometimes I get so caught up, like I'll be in my streams, I get so caught up with just roaming around. I'm like, damn, I need to actually do some shit so people can see what's going on. And I was like, maybe there is a little Gryffindor in me. I don't know.
Right, because it gets like I can see like it gets easy to get carried away in other stuff that you like forget. Well, let me go ahead and actually do something in this damn game, like, and progress the story. But that's dope. That's dope, man.
But that's what you want in the open world. That's what it's for you to do. Explore. That's what it's for.
Literally, There's like you said, the main point of having like open world game is for the exploration, the finding different shit to do where you're like, well, damn, there's so much to do. I don't even know. Like, so for sure, definitely. That's dope. I'm excited to see, because I don't know what happens as story-wise goes, because I didn't finish out the gameplay. I'm trying to like be patient until I actually get the game so shit ain't spoiled, so I can actually play the story for myself. But I'm excited to see how like it just all comes together. What's like the mystery behind whatever shit is going on.
All right, because a lot of stuff is going down. Because I mean, like I said, the beginning episode title is you're going in. There's this port key and all that, all this other stuff behind it or whatever. And your character is the only one that can see some of this stuff or whatever. So it's like, all right, cool. So like even in the beginning or whatnot, you like, damn, if I really find out some stuff, whatever. But that's just the beginning. Like you got so much more story to go.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep. I love how they had like a story going versus it just being this open world game. I love that they were like, okay, we're gonna give you open world, but we're also gonna give you story with it, so you can have this story and then be able to do some open world shit. So I thought that was really cool and clever of them to do. So I'm excited. It's like a lot of shit to do. A lot of shit. Right. So yeah. Yeah. Talking to
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, just talking to you who's played, someone is playing the game. It's like that's also making me more excited to like get it.
Oh yeah, first day I played, I went ahead and threw in my cloak. I was like, all right, let's get into it. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, it's definitely immersive. If you're a fan of the movies, the books, you definitely love the game. There's people that I think this game is definitely for a lot of people that were on both sides of the coin. Either you read the books or you watch the movies. Either way it goes, y'all all gonna love it.
Yeah.
So I've been enjoying it, and then I also got to take my mind out of this is not doing when Harry Potter was in school. This is before him, so I also have to remember that as well.
Yeah, yeah, which I thought was cool too, because it gives you a sense of like not completely everything, kind of something that you've revisited already, even though like you are going to like you said, to go get your wine, you're going to get this stuff that we've seen in movies and stuff like that. But it also gives you a sense of it being different because it's set in a different time period and you're not seeing all the same people. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
sure. But, I'm definitely interested. And hopefully, like I said, they put more into the game because it's like people love the game. So it's like they put more into it and make it all inclusive. I mean, it can go because I mean, it's funny to say that because I mean we are nerds or whatever, but it's just like to be like, oh no, I bet y'all whoop your ass and Quidditch, man. It's like, what's happening? I mean, you don't want these ones, you put that splitter over there. What's happening?
Right, exactly. Like I'm really excited to see how they build on the game, like what other add-ons they're gonna bring to it. Like I'm just really excited because there's like so much they could do, like building off of this game. And like I said, I'm just seeing other people have fun, people posting about, yo, I got my character swagged out and y'all ain't fucking with my character type shit. And like just it's cool to see. I'm loving it.
I'm glad you brought that up too, because a lot of what you wear adds to your character as far as defense and offense and things of that nature, whatever. So literally, like for this game, the more stuff you have on, the better. Because like I remember, like I said, I was in the little duel of wands things or whatever. I'm like, man, they just like feed me down. I'm like, I need to try to change my strategy a little bit, and then come to find out, if you get this robe, that builds your defense up to 35. If you get this scarf, that'll add on. If you get this hat, that'll add on. These certain pair of glasses with like anything that you add on to yourself, whatever, just like any other, kind of RPG game, the more plot armor you have, the better. You know what I mean? And the better for your defense and offense or whatever. So it's definitely a lot of things that you can find. And you also like you gotta make sure that your inventory is clear because like you can sell like your inventory if they're like say for instance a pair of gloves. I'm not wearing no gloves. Sell this off. Like that's different things you can do.
That's cool. I like how like you said, I think the person I watched our Blerdsters are watching. I don't know if you guys know Hollow, but I watched. He's one of my favorite gamer YouTubers. But I think I do remember him like when he was trying all the different like clothes and stuff. He was saying like some of them actually like have like special things that they can do for you as far as like defense and other things of that nature. So I think that's really cool. And I love that also that they give you like a lot of different styles. Like you legit swag your character the fuck out. And I love it versus just if you want to be classic and stay in the robes, you can, but hey, we can also give you like damn cool ass glasses or a hat or like this jacket and stuff. So I think it's really cool. So cool.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, they even got like a face mask that you put on. I'm like, I don't want to cover my character up just yet. Like, let me build up. But you can definitely be like mask on and go at that thing with the best defense. So yeah, it's a trip. Cause like right now the robe I have, I won it after defeating the troll or whatever. So it's like all blue, but it has like red on the trim. I'm like, yeah, I'm around that. I'm around that.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Yeah. Damn, like I said, I'm excited to play now. I'm super excited. I know it's gonna be fun. And like I said, I'm excited to see what they continue to add on and build on the story. If there's like a possible DLC we got coming, like I'm super excited.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, like I'm excited for a couple of other things that are coming out as well. Because I think Fallen Order is coming out with a part two. I think it's called something else, but almost nearly the same thing. You know, kind of an open world, but more focused on the story. But yeah, so I'm definitely excited what's coming up next because I don't have a PS5, so I don't have the luxuries of playing like Ragnarok or anything right now. So I'm gonna have to get in while I'm there.
I thought Ragnarok came out on PS4 too, though, if I'm not mistaken.
It did, and I was like, I might just cop me a little PS4, but at this point, they about the same price now. So I was like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited for the games because I know Resident Evil 4 is on the. I just saw the new gameplay for that last night actually, so I'm excited because I'm like as far as the games, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and I love the remakes that they've done with 2, I believe 3. I think they've only done 2 and 3, and then of course Resident Evil 7 Biohazard was like this is one of my favorite games, like top 5. And then they just came out with Village like 2 years ago. I didn't care for that one. They're remaking 4, which looks dope. So yeah, it's some good games coming out. I'm excited for. I'm trying to get caught up with Sons of the Forest now, which is like a survival horror game. So if you haven't yet, consider getting the first one. Now it's an older game, but if you like survival horror games, you're legit. Damn, I don't want to spoil it. Okay, let me just say this: you crash land in a forest, and you're on this island with cannibals. Now your son got taken away, so you trying to also find your son, and you're trying to survive, and like you legit got to make. I mean, you're legit making tents and shit like that. Now, in the midst of all that, it's like some weird shit going on. Like if you go down into a cave, you end up coming into like where they've legit have made structures in these caves, and then you find out people are getting experimented on, and then it just uncovers this crazy ass story involving your son. It's crazy. It's good. It's dope. You may need to check it out. Now they just with the second one, Sons of the Forest. I'm not gonna lie, the way it started off, I was like, this looks a little amateur. I was a little shocked. I'm like, damn, the first one was so good. And I'm still watching it. I'm watching the gameplay. I haven't gotten it because I'm like, I don't know. But it's cool, but I would say the first one, check it out. It's dope. It's dope. Dope.
All right, I take your word for it because the most I played was what's the name of that game? It's a scary. It's very scary, really. Um, I can't remember the name of it,
Is
but
it
I think. Go ahead.
is it Outlast?
Outlast. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I have the first one, the DLC, and the second one. And those are like one of my favorite games too. One of my favorite games.
Yeah, that's Outlast on the day, man. Cause goddamn, boy, I had me and my cousins, my nieces and nephews all in the room. We was just, whew, Lord.
Yeah, that's I always tell people you have to play at least one Outlast game because those games are like will have you on the edge of your goddamn seat.
Yeah, man. There was a dude standing at the bar, butt ass naked, dick hanging out. Like, bro, what is going on?
Bro. And like even the DLC, the Whistleblower, I think the Whistleblower is the scariest one out of Outlast 1 and Outlast 2, just because the fact that a dude walking around with a chainsaw and is trying to eat you, and then old dude that's like chopping dudes' private parts off to try to make a woman, and then like it's crazy. I'm not gonna spoil it for the Blerdsters, but bro, it's crazy. It's even more sick, I feel like, than the first one. Now the second one with the babies and the kids, that was pretty sick. That was definitely sick. But Whistleblower was sick.
I'm just watching the gameplay. I ain't gonna go by it. I watch the gameplay, but God,
listen, I finished the first one. Like I'm scared to play it. I've seen the gameplay and everything. I just haven't finished playing. I'm scared to play that shit, and I've seen the gameplay 1,000 times. So we on the same boat.
Just saying, if you happen to stream it, I'll watch. But I ain't playing it. I'll watch.
I'll watch you play it, but I don't know. There's a limit to playing because I'm stuck in this one spot with old big brawling dude. I can't. I'm scared.
Nope. Nah.
Right.
I remember they had me hiding up on the bed one time. I'm like, nah.
It's
it was this one. It was like one part where you was in the jail and the big dude coming down. He looking for you. I'm hiding up under the bed. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, nah.
And then you take a chance to try to run out from under the bed, and you just hear the chase music. I'm like, fuck. Gotta try to find somewhere to go. But you knew they are coming out with a new Outlast game is going to be called Outlast the Trials. So that's supposed to take place prior to everything, I think. And I think it's supposed to show like how it all came to be. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, I know. If first and second one wasn't enough, we got another one coming out soon. So that should be.
I think I'm super straight on that.
Right.
But like I said, I'll definitely watch the streams or the gameplays, whatever. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm probably not gonna buy the Outlast game because I'm too scared to play. I'll just watch the gameplay and be supportive.
Yeah. I think that was good. I think it's our first little game review episode.
Yeah.
You know, because like Last of Us, we were more so going into the series and stuff, but this is just all focused on the game and how we love just the universe, the Harry Potter universe, and all that. So
games on the show, but this was dope conversations. Like I said, I'm gonna be getting it soon, so I'll be able to like really indulge a little bit more. But like I said, I've seen the gameplay, so it's like a lot of what we talked about. I was like, yeah, I remember that, but I'm excited. Even talking about it makes me more excited. So
yeah, like I said, again, if you're a fan of it, you'll love it. And you'll love the open world, maybe characters barely identical to you and things of that nature, whatever. And like I told y'all again, make sure that you download a site that you gotta set everything up for, so that way when you going into it, everything's set up and ready for you to go. Especially if you don't know what house you're in. Like if you're a real fan, in my opinion, you don't know what house you're in. But if you never done it, hey, they got it ready for you. You can do it.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's the great. From what I've seen, even if you're not like a diehard fan, you're not gonna just be lost. Like they do a great job with guiding you and kind of explaining what things are. So, yeah, it's well done to the developers and everyone who worked on the game. You can tell they did it with love and they were excited to do it.
Right, and you don't get a lot of that these days. But they doing it for the love of the actual game and the story or whatever. So yeah, for sure.
Right.
But yeah, so I mean, I think we good to go on that one or whatever. We're working on the next episode for y'all. So stay tuned for that one. And I think, to be honest, there's nothing really dropping other than Shazam, which we already told y'all. But unless y'all want to put some money in the Blerd Buster pot, it's probably the only way we're gonna go. I just, if you really want us to review it and y'all want to throw some money in the pot, throw some money in the pot because I just don't see myself spending it. Yeah, like I wait till it come out on HBO Max. That might be a month after. So that's if we want tell y'all what we'll make a special episode. So when it drops on HBO Max, if y'all haven't watched it or y'all have watched it yet, y'all get our review, our honest review, and we'll get that to y'all. And done with, hands off of it.
I'm like, shoot, like trying to risk paying money. I was like, we may have to do a Blerd Buster GoFundMe or some shit. Like, hey, you want us to go to the movies? We'll do it, but no, like, but I will say this. I don't know if you want to do like a part 2 to Last of Us. The season finale is tomorrow, right? I think it's tomorrow.
I think so.
So that could be another episode we can throw in there. Go ahead and we can politic about how the season left off in there. That'd be good.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely down for that. I'm ready for it because I even put in our last video. Last was part 1. So yeah, we definitely gonna get back on it and then knock it out, get y'all the season finale and all that and go from there. But like I was saying, I think the month of April, I don't think nothing's really dropping. So I think this is probably the best time for us to have like a mid-season break, and then get back to May, which Guardians of the Galaxy will be dropping, The Flash will be dropping. So those are 2 I know for sure dropping in May.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might just have a little break, after this next episode that we do, have a little break and get back to y'all for the rest of the season and then close it out. So so definitely hope y'all enjoyed our first little game review. Like I said, if you haven't been playing it already, play it. If you don't know your house, find out. And enjoy the game. Yeah, enjoy the game. But like I said, it's been another episode. It's been episode 13. This is Hogwarts Legacy. Y'all make sure y'all tune into it. So y'all, like I'm ready my set. Yeah, man, we glad y'all was able to tune in. Catch us next week or whatever. And y'all stay tuned. Don't forget about that either that GoFundMe or that Cash App, and we might go see, Shazam. But we had to pick between Flash with Michael Keaton and then Shazam with whoever is gonna be in it. I think I might take the Flash over that. So if I had to choose, but it's not here or there.
Right, I'm not looking forward to seeing Shazam, but
yeah. But I mean, we might have a lot of Blerd Busters that really want to see it, and I get it. So like I said, if y'all want to donate, hey, we'll be glad to go see it. On y'all's behalf, we'll make sure we stay in there for the whole thing. No bathroom breaks, no nothing. Y'all get our honest a full review.
Right. Exactly.
So we're definitely out of here. Like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed, and we will definitely catch y'all on the next one. Y'all stay tuned. I'm your host, K1, and this is your co-host,
Shalon.
It's been another episode of Blerd Buster. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.